The award ceremony. First things first, we're gonna talk about the scoring champion, right? We're gonna announce the bum of the season, the GM of the season, and then what was the other one you wanted to cover?
Biggest letdown.
Biggest letdown. Got you, got you. So first things first, our scoring champion. We don't got to talk about nothing. Carry me Christian by 2 points. The henchman was actually 2 points short. So, the henchman finishing second has been the story of the season. Uh, by 2 points is actually kind of funny because there's I don't even know what to say to that. That's actually pretty crazy. Both of them were nice. But anyways, congrats to Carry Me Christian, scoring champion. I mean, the numbers say it itself. CMC, three of the top like eight receivers. It was a nasty team. Uh, that's really all I got to say on that. But let's move on to the bum of the season. My pick, you can give me yours. I'm gonna have to go with the I have to go with the Toledo Bay Punishers. And it hurts me to say this because their team is like I think like the fifth. Actually, their team is the fourth highest scoring team, yet they finished in dead last. Matchup luck atrocious. And I think even if you look at the points against, which is like how other teams scored, he has the highest for that because every week he was facing someone that had like their best week. So I hate to give this award to him because it wasn't like his team is trash, but I think what solidified it was he was just trading away out of emotion. And if had he just kept his team, I don't think he'd be doing the punishment right now.
Yeah.
Truth be told, but that's my 2 cents. What's your 2 cents on that?
I mean, I'd be remiss to not agree with you because I also had keyword Polito Bay Punishers as
Hmm.
like the biggest bum of the season. But I gotta be honest, my biggest bum of the season is gotta be. I mean, it used to be called the Big Baller Brand. I think it is, yeah, Big Baller Brand. I think that's still the name. Yeah.
Damn.
Like, let's be honest. Had the season been 1 week longer, he'd be in last place.
Oh yeah, easily.
Like my man has lost 7 games in a row and literally created the record. I think he's like surpassed the record for most lost games in like our fantasy league in a row ever. Like I'm pretty sure I haven't done the research, but I'm as long as I've been in the league, I don't remember anyone losing 7 games in a row at any point, much
Seven.
less to like end the season. Like you start 4-0 and then you go down and lose 7 games in a row. Like
Oh
that's
shit. I didn't even think about that.
and you miss the playoffs because of that, you come in last place in your division or tied for last place in your division with Toledo Bay Punishers. And if it wasn't for like the matchups and everything, like I'm telling you, he would have came in last place had it been 1 more week. So like we have to hold him accountable because Shiv is Shiv is knowledgeable about football. I'd argue top three in knowledge of football in our league, but the fact he didn't make a single move in seven, you just watched your team completely just shatter apart and did nothing to change it. You didn't have a quarterback. You lost your top receiver. You did nothing. You did like a game, bro. You win one game, you might be in the playoffs. Or at least, 5-6 is different than 4-7. You might have a chance. But you just watch, we went 4-0 and then lost the rest of the season. Like that I gotta give it to him. Like I can't overlook that. I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to change my answer actually. I apologize to Kiwi. Fourth high scoring team had the worst luck. I'm gonna give you a pass, Kiwi. Go on over there. Shiv, I've completely forgot he was 4-0. Like that's how used to the losses that I've become accustomed to for him this season. And he was the second lowest scoring team, whether it was injuries or whatever, it don't matter. That, damn, Shiv.
1 game away from doing the punishment. You should thank his lucky stars that he got
Damn.
that 4-0 start.
Damn. I don't even have anything else to say about that, but
You had the number one pick too. Like if you once you
he
add up all
did.
these factors, like it's like, and some people say the number one pick isn't all that, but like give me the number one pick like any year. Like I'm now
Oh,
granted, new Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey would be this good, but like
yeah.
you had the number one pick, Justin Jefferson, and turned out to be the wrong pick this year.
Yeah, and watch next year's gonna be like the eighth pick, best receiver in the league.
Uh,
It always happens that way, bro. It makes me sick. Makes me sick. But yeah, no, I agree with that take. So my apologies, Kiwi. My apologies. Who is the biggest letdown of the season? It's not really an award. It's more of an insult.
All right. This is my bit. Cue the music. Then it as of the past few weeks, I've been chilling, minding my business, and just randomly just sitting down. It's, the holiday weekend of all times too. And I get just like a random attack. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And then I'm like, I see it's Joe. He's going off on people. And then like I catch a stray. He's like, you know, just like those bottom feeder teams that I had to beat easily or something like that to that extent. And I'm like, when we're addressing Kings, you're gonna address me the way you're supposed to address me because I'm one of the best players in this fantasy league. I am him. All right, I am top 5 in this league, and you're still working to get to where I'm at. So humble yourself, my guy, because I didn't say anything crazy to you. Like I literally complimented your team. I said you had the best team all year. I think for most of the matchups when you really started to pull away, I picked you every game. Just like Shannon says, every time, I say something good, it goes under the radar. But, the minute I say something that's not to your favor, everything's like, oh, he's attacking. He's attacking. I've never attacked you. I just have to call it how I see it. So, with that being said, I think he has to be the biggest letdown. And it's not even like a personal attack, but like when you drop this many points, especially going into the playoffs, you by far have the best roster. And a third place, your first third place, finish, I think that's a letdown.
Yeah. Uh, let him cook. Nah, shoot. I'm gonna have to go with you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Joe, but I'm gonna be a little nicer about it. I think so. For instance, I wanted to say carry me Christian for a second because obviously she had like CMC, three of the top eight receivers. Team was nasty, but the only hole was like kind of like the quarterback position because like Trevor Lawrence, like when he's high, he's like you won the match, and when he's low, like you might need a CMC 35, bomb. But yeah, then the injuries just all happened at once. A Chain, Keenan Allen. I mean, shit. Even CMC like rolled his ankle. I mean, he still got double digits, but
Trevor
could
Lawrence.
yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Like, there's so many factors. And for Joe, like, I'm gonna be honest. I know the whole Tyreek Hill thing. Like, he got hurt. So, but even when he was hurt, he still got 6 points. I had a healthy Devontae Adams. He got me zero, and 27 to finish it. But just for context. Same thing with Eric and Mike Evans. But yeah, just looking at this team, I'm just like, bro, I don't even know how we didn't win. Like JT, Kyron, Hill, CD. Yeah, yeah. I just think his team is just way better than everyone else's, to be honest. It's just one
Yeah.
of those seasons of what could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't live in a world that should, coulda, woulda. Last year I had the quote unquote dream team got bounced round one, and it just happens like that.
Yeah, you're giving him the award of biggest letdown this year when you
Oh
were
yeah,
probably the biggest letdown last year.
yeah, I was. Yeah,
And for
exactly.
that, you get your first place award.
I do
Funny how
exactly.
that works. So maybe,
Maybe next year
maybe
he'll.
next year's your year.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to give it to him on that one. Pause. And last but not certainly not least, the award that we've all been waiting for. Who is your GM of the season?
Yeah. I think I got it was between Quan
Hmm.
and Joe, funny enough. But I think I think big best owner, I would say like it was Quan, and then best GM, I would say it was Joe. I think Joe made the
Yeah,
best moves this year, but I think Quan just ran his team the best. Like
you
he's
know,
Mike Tomlin. He's the Mike Tomlin of our league.
not
Hasn't
easily
won like Mike Tomlin has before, but I mean, he finds ways to win with bad teams.
for no
So
reason.
if it's best, if it's like if you put it all together, I would say Quan, but I think Joe made the best moves.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. He's gonna have a roller coaster of emotions when he's watching this. He's probably gonna snap at you, and then he's gonna see the end of the video, and be like, "Damn, like that's all love." Nah, but I'm gonna have to agree with that take. I think owner of the season is definitely Quan because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like he has a crazy streak of luck with this. You can give this man a team full of kickers and they'll somehow have the best games of their lives and he wins the matchup. Like it makes no
The
sense.
odds, yeah.
It really doesn't. So I'm gonna give it to him. I know he didn't make the playoffs, but you know he got hit with the tiebreaker cheese. So I mean, I'm gonna have to give it to him. Pause. But I think, like you said, the GM of the year, because I was the owner of the year. GM of the year, hands down, it's Joe. And you know, first off, waiver wire pickup of the year, you got Kyron Williams, right? That's already one. Isaiah Likely was the second
Yeah.
guy because you know, Andrews was hurt, but he had him before Andrews was hurt, I'm pretty sure. I might
Dalton
be wrong.
Kincaid too.
Yeah, Kincaid, like he whatever injury or like hiccup that happened along the way,
Pick the right person.
bro, he had the reinforcements like just
Yeah.
ready to go. And I would say although the only maybe like hole on his team was like the quarterback position, even
Yeah.
then he picked up solid players like Justin Fields was looking crazy at the start of the season. Like we were roasting him. He was low-key probably even trying to trade him. But then you know he kept him and he kicked up some games. And he made sure to get a good above average, you know, wait, well, maybe not above average, but a good waiver quarterback. He got Jordan Love. Jordan
Yep.
Love
Right
dropped
when
like
Jordan Love
30.
started to kick.
That's
Right
what I'm saying.
before.
Yeah, right before. And he got like 38 last night. And I know he's probably like, oh, it's third place game. Doesn't really matter. Still dropping 311 fantasy points. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
that.
You get your money back in third place, but
Yeah, like and
had you
he
lost that game, you would have been like sick like the rest of us.
that's what I'm saying. So I, you know, all that to say, you know, I think Joe's definitely him. Two losses, arguably. I think. Well, he did have a 1 point win against Eric, so I can't even say that. But moral of the story is two losses in the season. That doesn't come around too often. That's one game away from the record because Kiwi has it, Joe Prashnik. I don't know if Vidi has it or not. I like it's always confusing because I know Joe took over Vidi's team. The record is only having one loss in the season, and there hasn't been an undefeated team. So the fact that he was that close after winning a fantasy basketball championship,
Yeah, bro.
like he almost did it, man. He almost did it. But you know, almost isn't enough. But yeah, that was my tidbit on that. So yeah, so congrats to the GM of the year. Congrats to everyone else, man. It was a fun season. Full of surprises, honestly. You know, we always thought it'd be one way and it ended up completely the opposite. And you
Mhm.
know, hopefully next season would be just as good as this one because we had like a four-way tie for the playoff spots.
Yeah,
We
that
had
was
we it came down to the last weeks for some of the divisions, such as you know Joe and Kenny's, mine and Eric's. Uh, hell, even carry me Christian and yours.
yeah.
So, hey man, that's what I do with these schedules, baby. That's what I do. So,
Genius level.
yes, sir. You have any final remarks you'd like to make?
Um, it was a good season.